by Kia. And up front for Boston, Tatum with Evan Fournier, Tristan Thompson in the backcourt, Marcus Smart, Kemba Griffin. Up front at the guards, it's the former Celtic, Kyrie Irving, Ken Mauer, Sean Corbin, and Tristan Thompson going against Kevin Durant. Nets control. A very impressive resume.
I like what he said. He said, we're early in the process after game one, which is a real big flex right there, if you will. Typically something that someone says in the preseason, not in the first round of the playoffs, is Kemba Walker plays so well in game one. He needs to be aggressive and efficient here in this game two ball.
Here's Durant for three.
Got into it there with Durant. Something to keep an eye on how these officials call this game. It's hard. I mean, his passing elite, off the charts. Beautiful execution on that play. Great delivery.
Well, earlier in the season, as Tatum fires games, and then 20 in his last 21. Harris on the drive. Harris with the rebound. Oh!
I think that's an advantage for the Nets because Boston's shooting on that basket, looking into the sun. Be interesting to watch.
Particularly.
You double team the Nets. So many weapons, players capable of knocking down shots.
Tatum. Harden met by Tatum. Get on a switch. Now Fournier. It's Harden. Off the dribble. One bounce pass handed by Griffin.
Kyrie Irving for the easy layup right there. Griffin, not just a finisher, but also a facilitator. And speaking of facilitator, Thompson.
The big story for Boston the other night was the play of the backup center, Robert Williams, who had 9 blocked shots. He's coming off the bench. He was spending most of the season at the 500 mark. It was an injury-hit, disappointing season for the Celtics. Then they beat the Wizards as Tatum put up 50 points against Washington. Nice move, 2 nice moves. By
taking them off the dribble, getting to the paint. Interesting to watch that matchup as the game progresses.
Walker missing the shot. Here comes Irving, looking for the three. Harris shoots the three. Yes, Harris.
As you might expect, he said they have a big upside, and they really feel like the playoffs is where they'll work everything out. Blake Griffin about that big three. He was being accustomed to a big three at the non-big three.
With another three, and the Nets now lead at 22-13. Tatum is off. Jason Tatum, one for his first 4 after the 6 for 20 in game 1. Harris for 3 again. 14 points over the first 6 minutes for Joe Harris. The steal by Harris. With the Cavs also did some time in the G League. So that was a tie-up. It's controlled off the tip by the Nets. Jeff Green, a one-time Celtic, has just come on for Harris. And Robert Williams, who just checked in, guarding.
First jump shot was so critical. Did a dynamite job defensively guarding Tate. Solid veteran. Compliments this team well.
Another three-pointer for the Nets as Green connects on his first shot. Fournier on a step back for 3, and it's good. Look to accelerate. Here's Irving on a pull-up. And Fournier on the drive goes to the scoop. Major problem for the Nets in game 1. He had missed 5 of his previous 7 games because of a turf toe. And there's Williams putting it this because they did not keep blocked shots back in Dave's day. There's Irving getting inside. The tip is put hard. Handling the sideline from Broklyn. Durant had it knocked away. He recovers. The Tatum is now 1 of 4 from the field. Game 1, pass intended for Williams. Irving had an ocean. Now Irving to the paint. Puts it out. Here's Durant. Yes.
Time of the season.
5 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Durant with the lead.
Ball movement, player movement, whipping around the court, the ball, sharing the basketball, playing together as a team, whereas Boston, conversely, has played a lot of ISO basketball.
Much better today heading into this game.
Well, we saw Jason Tatum last week on fire with that 50-point explosion in the play-in game against the Wizards. He and Kemba Walker led the way to start. And then had to sit out, primarily due to a strained hamstring. Well, after that brilliant start, Tatum has scored or assisted on the last 12 Nets points. He used to have his problems. He's 2 for 13 since halftime of day one.
Yeah, no rhythm right now, no energy. Flat, out of sorts, not hitting shots. Give credit, though, to this Nets defense. Making plays. Shaman off the bounce, attacking the shot blocker and Tristan Thompson.
Good job defensively by the Nets on Tatum. Walker spins in, goes down, lost his footing. It's recovered by Langford. Gets it to Thompson. And all 7 of his free throws. Blake Griffin is back. Continues the incredible shooting. He's 6 of 8 from 3. Thompson gets in 15 minutes.
And you think at some point they would try to guard him. I mean, he's coming off wide open, feeling it. And this team is looking for him to find him.
Durant now has 8 points. That is a new playoff career high for Harris, who has 22.
Fournier hitting that shot there, but it's just too much Broklyn here early and getting whatever they want to be.
Playoffs Saturday night. Nets beat the Celtics 104-93 with the big 3 all back intact. That's the same tonight, but really putting on a display at the offensive end this evening. Nice pass in Williams. He has been in. Last night was the 9th, so 8 times during the regular season. Nice play.
So Sean Marks knew what he was doing when he offered him and gave him a $75 million contract this offseason.
Griffin called for that last foul. Here's a 3 for
Screener to get set before you make your move.
Games 3 and 4 in this series, Friday and Sunday night at the TD Garden in Boston. Fournier off.
Tough shot right there, but all of the shots here have been tough for Boston because like Brookland looked disinterested on defense during the regular season, but now
Griffin
play, build trust, chemistry with one another, and stepping up big here and playing him too.
Mike James came over from Europe. Chris Chioza not dressed tonight. Strong performances.
Talk about DeAndre Hunter has not played in this series. Great ball movement and finish. Blake Griffin.
Sean Marks, the general manager of the Nets, played 12 years. Basically as a backup in the N.B.A. 6 at a time. You just don't have enough things to do, you know? Nice move by Kemba Irving. Working the clock down to 4. Fournier. There's Fournier for the jumper for 3. He's got it. Ball. Walker, played by Durant. Walker thought it was foul. Comes back the other way for a 3-pointer by 7 minutes to go in the third. A 96-71 lead for the Nets, trying to go 2-0 with 22 points. Nets have been in the bonus the last 6 minutes of this third quarter. Small inbound. Foul is on Shannon. There's Smart to fit home with another 3-pointer. That's 4 for 7 to Smart.
And you know Marcus Smart is always going to compete regardless on both ends of the floor.
Has found the touch. His 5th 3. Right here to Smart. Irving on the drive. Irving on the spin. That's the bucket.
You had Gordon Hayward as well. Jaylen Brown was healthy. Maybe not playing at the level he's played at times in that lineup. Tatum as well, and Kemba Walker was the 5th option. He's been asked to do more this season. Nets.
And the question was continuity with the big 3. They've shown it certainly today. Helps to hit shit early on. Here comes Irving on the drive. It's not away. It's a goaltend. Committed by Shamit.
And the thing about these playoff series, you have to have guys that can go get a shot when it's all said and done. And that's what differentiates.
1 point. Marcus Smart had 14 against the Celtics. Durant had 14 points in all in the third quarter.
He couldn't come at a better time here in the postseason.
I'm sure some of these players miss hearing some. As Trey Young to learn about that. Oh, what a play. Put it home.
Extra day in between games helped Jason Tatum as he's nursed that growing injury. His team some time to.
Shamit with the driving hook. Claxton taps it to the corner. Comes out of the backcourt for the Celtics. Langford tees it up, drives, and scores. Regular season. Second seed behind the Sixers. Game 1 of the playoffs. Nets did defeat the Celtics. Solid all-around performance. As the big three back in action for 2 straight games. They'll make it a record of 8 of 10 in the win column.
Robert Williams, Neesmith, all asked to play and do more this season. So, a bit of a trend for this ball club. You know, you think in years past, Horford, Kyrie Irving, Hayward, Solids don't care. They still want to see him out there on the court.
Just under 3.5. And this is garbage time. I know some people object to that particular coach. 2.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. That's up by 20.
Very early, Brooklyn put their foot on the gas here and created that separation. Too much for Boston to come back from, but that next game, series that is shaping up to be. And LeBron James lost game 1 with the Lakers. And
3-year man from Missouri State able to put it down for the Nets to follow the Reggie Perry bucket.
We know LeBron James has lost game 1s before and bounced back, so it'll be interesting to see. It's tough. I mean, tonight they did a good job early on the big three, and it was Harris who got going. Harris playing great defense. I'm not sure the Celtics have an answer at all.
Tyler Johnson. So the final minute since their 2004 series against the Knicks.